Today, I'm gonna build the strongest lightweight wheel set ever. This build has been in the works for months, ever since I snapped my carbon rim on my Canyon Spectra 125. Luckily, the Noble rims have a lifetime warranty, and getting a replacement was super easy. But here's where it gets interesting. I asked Noble for a rim upgrade. The rim that I snapped was a TR32, and it's more on the XC side of things with the 26mm internal width. Well, Noble just released a TR35 that's 30mm wide, so definitely stronger and geared more towards trail bikes. And no questions asked, they said yeah. But there was an issue. Noble gave me two options. They can rebuild the new rim, but then I'd have to pay shipping both ways to Canada, or I could just pay $28 for the new rim to be shipped to me, but then I would have to either build it myself or someone build it for me locally. I wasn't in the position to spend $300 on shipping both ways, so I had no option. I was gonna have to build it myself, but I've never built a top-of-the-line carbon wheel set before. But that was for future me to worry about, right? While I was waiting for the new rim to arrive, I got an Instagram notification. Bird Spokes is following me. Whoa, maybe bike brands are seeing my channel now. Bird Spokes are these super lightweight woven polymer spokes that a lot of people are saying great things about. So I took my chances and sent them a DM. And after a bit of chatting, I asked, hey, will you send me some of your spokes? I said I would love to try them, but also I was a little concerned that building with the spokes looks kind of hard because you have to grind out your hubs so the spokes don't get cut on the edge of the hub. Plus, I had just obliterated my bike after doing lightweight upgrades. Obviously, lightweight upgrades sacrifice strength, right? Rob at Bird Spokes told me that these spokes are insanely strong, and then he told me that there's some new hubs coming out that would make building a wheel with Bird Spokes easier than ever before. Enter Onyx Racing's new hook flange hubs. Instead of holes for metal spokes, they have hooks designed only to be used with Bird Spokes. So there's no need to drill out your hubs and round over your spoke holes. Just hook and you're ready to go. I was pumped. So I asked Bird, all right, let's do this. Will you send me some of your spokes and then send me those hubs and I'll make a killer review video? And he said yes, but he can't send me the hubs. They were just too new at the time. He said maybe if you ask Onyx directly, then they'll send you the hubs and then we'll send you the spokes. This was gonna be a big shot in the dark because last summer, I kind of complained about my last set of Onyx Vesper hubs on video. The driver body was flexy in the Eagle gears and it was pretty weird feeling, but it was only in the stop position and it wasn't noticeable while pedaling. Onyx told me that this was normal as the sprags wore in, and they were right. I didn't like that answer at the time, but the sprag flex did minimize after a while. But anyway, I emailed them telling them about this project. I said that I was trying to build the lightest and strongest mountain bike wheel set ever and asked for their new hook flange hubs for review. I sent the email and from there, I just waited. 2 weeks went by and I still hadn't heard anything. I told Bird Spokes that it probably wasn't gonna happen. The lightest and strongest wheel set was never gonna come to fruition. What's this? A reply from Onyx. They're in, yes! But I was gonna have to wait 5 to 8 weeks, but that's okay. I have plenty of other projects to work on in the meantime. At this point, my confidence was super high after convincing 3 different companies to jump on board with this project. Let me try one more. So I threw another Hail Mary and emailed Cushcore. I remember that the Saga Squad told me that I need tire inserts to protect the carbon rims. And luckily, Cushcore said yes after hearing about this big project. And they said Cushcore XC would be perfect for my lightweight wheels. And just like that, a project 4 months in the works is finally here. And with all said and done, I'm gonna be riding like $3,000 wheel set. But will I even notice a difference? Will it make me faster? Will it be worth $3,000? I don't know, let's go find out. So I'll be honest, I am nervous about this build and I hope I don't mess it up. There's just so many firsts for me. First time building a high-end wheel set, first time with Bird Spokes, Oh, and the first time using boiled linseed oil to lube the threads and nipple. Noble and Bird both offered to build these wheels for me, but with the wheel set this special, I feel like I gotta put in the work by myself, and it will make riding them even that much better. Each one of these spokes runs $8 a piece, but can save up to 250 grams on the whole wheel set. And I've also heard that they have some pretty nice dampening properties, and Bird claims that they're stronger than steel spokes. So I can't wait to see how they hold up, and I'm gonna send them hard, even off a 12-foot drop. Dang, man, I already messed up. I should have done this side last and should have done the drive side first, because there's no way that I can overcome this tension and push the hub out that much. So I have to start over from scratch. I gotta take everything off and do it over again. All right, the first one down, and I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty difficult. And I mean, the spoking process isn't that bad as long as you follow directions. That's not what I did the first time around. But dude, you really have to fight those spokes to be pulling them into the rim just to get it threaded sometimes. And my hands are absolutely smoked, especially since this week I installed a brand new mini split in my garage. So I did all the electrical, all that stuff. So man, my hands are just toasted. But that's enough complaining. I still have one more wheel to go. Let's get to work. Men, I have some advice. If you've been with your girlfriend for an extended period, what are you waiting for? Marry her already. Being married is awesome, and I highly recommend it. When I got married 4 years ago, the jewelry store only had like 5 ring options to choose from for men, and I was never too pumped on what I ended up buying. But nowadays, Gentle Bands, this video's sponsor, has so many different and awesome ring options to choose from. To name a few, there's titanium, tungsten, meteorite, wood, even dinosaur fossil. I chose the Luminescence, which is a mixture of titanium, whiskey barrel, and a guitar string down the middle. It's classy, masculine, and just old and traditional, just like me. Gentle Bands is a great option for stylish rings, comes in a cool case, and they can even engrave them. And if you're like me, you can replace your old band, or it's just can be a stylish ring that you wear. I think Gentle Bands is very reasonably priced. Mine was around $250, way cheaper than any engagement ring for your lady. And Gentle Bands is giving my audience 25% off if you use my code EVANS25. So go get yourself one. Heck yeah, man. Both wheels are laced up, and this is so light. But during the lacing of this front wheel, one of these spokes actually came off of the flange, and I was tightening it and it wasn't really tightening up. And then I couldn't get it back over. I had to like undo almost all the spokes and retighten them all over again. Man, this is definitely a lot more involved than the normal wheel set. But hey, sometimes you gotta put in some work to get some really, really nice stuff. But now it's time to bring these up to tension, and then we'll have to let them rest. All right, these wheels are all tensioned up now, and I got them as true as I could get them, but it doesn't really matter because these spokes stretch a ton and they have to rest overnight. So I'm pretty tired. What do you say we go to bed? All right, well, I'll see you in the morning. All right, let's see how much these spokes have stretched out. All right, they used to be about 15. Let's see where we're at. 12. Less than 10. 12. 12. Okay, so it hasn't lost that much. I was expecting a little bit more, but this wheel set is way more involved to build up and just way more steps. I just wish I could ride it already, but let's tension it all up again, and it'll have to rest another time. And I hope this is all worth it in the end. The second round of truing is complete, and man, wheel building is kind of fun. It's like an art, dealing with the hops and the side-to-side movements. And a lot of people would say to check the dish with this super expensive dishing tool. You check to make sure it's equal on both sides so it's centered in the frame. But I don't really see the reason for that. I can easily sight down the little calipers on the truing stand and check that it's equal on both sides. So I don't really see the reason to buy this $90 tool, but that's about as straight as this wheel is gonna get today because these spokes have to rest yet another day. So I'll see you in the morning. All right, it's the final day, hopefully, and let's check the spoke tension. That's weird. It looks like the spokes haven't lost any tension from yesterday, so I guess they must be done stretching. But that means I have to loosen them now, and let's get this wheel all trued up because I am ready for this to be over with already. After all this time, I finally have a fully built wheel set, and these rims are just straight as an arrow, and I'm getting super excited to ride these now, but let's see how much they weigh. 1,465 grams. Wow, I was actually expecting them to be lighter, but these wheels are for a trail bike. I don't even want an XC wheel set. Those are delicate. You can't ride those hard. But it is finally time to get everything installed. Rim tape, tires, cush core. Man, I'm excited to ride these things. With the lightweight record out the window, cush core seemed like a no-brainer. I've ran cush core in the past on my Commencal Enduro bike, and I really like the feel, especially when you have a big hit. You can feel the cush core foam, and it feels like a secondary suspension damper. And plus, when you feel that foam compress, it just saved your rim from a ding, a scratch, or even a pinch flat. People say that the install is difficult, but using their bead bro and tire lever, plus following along with their video, it's not really that difficult at all, it's just different. Cushcore also suggests running a lighter tire when using their inserts, which I've been wanting to try. Bentonville is mainly hard packed, and I really don't think I need the thick and knobby tires. I want something fast rolling, that's why I chose Specialized Ground Control. It's my first time running these tires, and I got the T7 for the front and T5 for the back. Or is it supposed to be the other way around? Let me know in the comments. I also have to use rotor adapters because Onyx only makes these hook flange hubs in center lock. I went with some Shimano adapters, and I'll link to all parts and tools used in the video in the description. And just like that, after 4 days of building these wheels, the bike is complete. out here at Kohler in Bentonville to test the new wheels with a new tool that I bought for the channel, Power. I've also come up with a new Saga test loop to see how much of a difference these $3,000 wheels make. I already hit one test run without the bird wheels up a trail called Pedal Assist, maintaining a constant power of 150 watts. Then I went down a trail called Rocksoft to test chunk and maneuverability, back up Pedal Assist one more time, and finishing off with my favorite jump line, Cease and Desist, topping it all off with a 12-foot drop called Drop the Hammer. In my first test, I ran a baseline of 21 minutes, 6 seconds. So let's see if these new wheels are any faster. And here we go. Gotta keep 150 watts. And why I'm doing that is because it removes a variable. Because if you're just kind of going by feel, well, sometimes you could be riding harder than another time. And then the runs don't really matter that much. So I'm trying to bring in a little bit of scientific whatever to make this test more legit, because I want to figure out what parts are better or not. Doing just 150 watts is pretty hard. You're almost not even moving in some spots, but I'm already noticing that this bike can change direction so much easier than before. That's probably because the centrifugal force is less, so you don't have to overcome that. And it's actually helping out the steering flop a lot, which this bike kind of suffered a lot from because it's so slack. And then being heavy, it just wants to go like that all the time around a corner. Jackknife, it's called steering flop, I guess. There's the drop that we're ending up at. It's a big boy. If you haven't seen it in person, don't talk any smack, because that thing looks huge in person, but it's actually pretty easy to do. Almost to the top, ready for the first roll in. I'm gonna put these goggles on one-handed, if I can. All right, we are ready to hit it. I can hit 150 watts way easier. I don't know if that's how it works using a power meter. But yeah, my perceived effort is very low. I feel like I can tell a difference. What's my heart rate? 160, yeah, it's the same as before. All right, up the hub. Hopefully I don't get held up. Drop it straight in, whoa. And do minimal pedals. This rolls so much faster. Whoa, whoa. Got a little loose there. Got deflected. I haven't felt that before on this bike. Whoa. Yeah. Chunky. It's actually super smooth. Mud pit. Oh. Yeah. High line. All right, back up we go. I feel like that took a lot less energy out of me. Usually I feel like on this bike I'm plowing through that section. Just then I felt like I was dancing around. I'm thinking that with these wheels I could actually ride longer and not exert as much energy, and that would be a huge benefit to these $3,000 wheels. One thing about the Onyx Vesper hubs, they are absolutely hands down the freest spinning, best bearing hubs I've ever had, ever. They are so smooth and they roll for forever. And I noticed that this brand, these new ones, don't have as much sprag flex as the last set that I had. And the last set only got better over time. So either they fixed something or I had a, not a good version before. But these are hands down the best hubs I've ever had. Excuse me, guys. Drop it in.
carb so well. Here's a big jump. Whoa, whoa, I actually went deeper than I ever have. I'll hold this speed. This bike is so quiet. I'm doing those manuals to maintain momentum. Yeah. Oh, this bike is way faster. Yeah. So sick. Okay. Almost done. Yeah. They held up. Woo. Oh. I do this no pedals. Oh, there's a squirrel. Almost killed it. Here's the end of the road. And time. Oh, I did it. It was faster by what? A whole 30 seconds over a 20-minute period. That felt fast, especially on the jump line. These wheels are sick. So were these wheels worth the $3,000 price tag? Well, if you're looking for performance, I'd say you pretty much do whatever you can to shave off 30 seconds. So I think they're definitely worth it if you're looking for the performance. So if you like this test, you want to see more of it, or if you have an idea of how I could improve this even better using science, let me know in the comments down below, and also subscribe to let me know you want to see more of this. Also, check out sagamtb.com. I have 2 new apparel shirts that just dropped, and they are sick. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.